All right, so you go to Germany, you're learning, right? And what's it like in Germany? Obviously, you probably can't speak the language.
No, but I didn't have to because this school, everyone can speak English.
Oh, okay. So is
And,
English in other countries is pretty much everybody can speak English?
I mean, yeah, in most countries, everyone speaks English. The only problem is that they don't get to practice English, right? So in the countries where they're not really speaking, they learn it in school. But after school, they're going to hang out with their friends, with their parents. And at that point, they're not really speaking English. But in
Makes sense.
In this school, most people spoke English.
And so was it a school for just ping pong, or was it a school for education too?
No, well, it was a sports school. So there's more than one sport there. So it's not just ping pong. It's ping pong, basketball, there's some martial arts. It's like different sports. But the kids who are going to the school, they live there.
Okay.
And their curriculum is mostly the sport. And then the education is second. So these are the future pro athletes, the future Olympians.
So Nike does that, don't they? Like they do it for tennis. They do
tennis,
it for
yeah. They have that in I think it's in Florida.
Yeah, it's almost like a concubine of a bunch of different up and coming. You know what I mean? They're like investing in these future stars,
and the kids live there, right? So they take you away from your parents, and they put you in this school where you're going to focus. Every single day is going to be training, followed by a little bit of education.
So what sports did you start out? Did you just do ping pong, or did you try to play basketball, football?
So my first sport was basketball.
Okay.
Basketball was my first sport. That was a sport I was really good at. I was MVP 3 times, and I was short, but I could jump really high. I had crazy hops. I was so fast, and I did something that no one else did. You know what that was?
What?
Play defense. So when I first started playing basketball, I started in all the Catholic churches have their big leagues. So I started there, but I couldn't make the traveling team. I was only making the house team, right? And then when I made the traveling team, finally, I was riding the bench. Like I would ride the bench the whole game, and then the coach would put me in at like 1 minute left. And I'd be tight. I'd be so tight. Right?
Yeah.
And then, I figured out, what can I do to make me stand out? That, I'm not a big 3-point shooter. I was really good at driving, posting. And I say, you know what? I'm going to start playing defense. So I started just playing defense. So I actually asked the coach if we could do 1-3-1 zone. And that's where the top guard follows the ball everywhere. He follows it from the top of the key to the bottom of the key to the top of the key to the bottom of the key. And I would play the most insane defense. And that's how I started, from playing defense. But then I stopped growing, and the position that I was, at that time I started playing forward, small forward, and in the position people were getting too big. And I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. So I gave up that dream real quick.
And then you went into ping pong?
Nope. Then football,
what did you do next?
Basketball. Ping pong was the last sport that I ever played. Right.
Okay.
So I played football. Also was too small. Played running back. Was good in high school. Was good in, for a young kid, but I didn't grow. So I played tennis. I didn't love it. I was good at it, but I didn't love it. Wrestling, I did love. Wrestling, I loved a lot. Like I was, oh my God. But then one year, one of my teammates got paralyzed, and then the school just shut it down. And that was the end of that.
He got paralyzed from wrestling?
Yeah. So there's a move where you grab the guy from the front and you bring him back, but it's like a suplex, but it's not supposed to be a suplex. This move is well calculated. You're supposed to pick him up and place him down. But what the guy did was he literally suplexed my friend. Just brought him, bam, right on his head. And then he's paralyzed from the neck down. Yeah. Like for, I think if I remember, for like 8 months. And then 8 months he came out of it, but they say he can never play sports again.
Yeah, that's rough.